Hey guys, so here we go. Take like 50 of this tutorial. So we're going to be doing the Stanley name tags today. So this is what a finished one looks like. So I do sell the blanks for these, and I'll make sure to link it for you. Now when you get the blank, it is covered with a top layer and bottom layer of masking tape. That just usually protects it while it's being cut from little burn marks, as you can see, and also in the shipping process. So I'm going to take the one side of this off, and then we're going to get to glittering. Now you can use tape if you want to tape the sections off, because it is 5 layers of, well, 5 different glitters. So if you want to tape it off, you can, but I'm not going to. I've done these so many times. I kind of am gotten pretty good about eyeballing it. So I'm going to start off with my pink, and this is going to be the eraser portion of the name tag. I am going to do a second layer of that pink because it is light, and I like it to be a little bit darker, but I'm going to come back to the pink. I'm going to let that Mod Podge sit and dry a little bit, and then I'm going to come to the other end and do my black. Where's my black? Here we go. I think I have a better camera to record on, but I have no clue where my tripod is for that camera, and it's a pretty hefty camera, so I definitely need a stand for it. So I'm gonna see if I can get on Amazon and find a stand before I do my next tutorial, so I can have a better quality tutorial for you all. But I've been promising a tutorial for so long, and I hadn't gotten out there, and I seriously, I did not want to waste any more time. So I'm doing it even though I don't have all the equipment that I would like to have, but I figure a tutorial is better than no tutorial. So, but I'm definitely gonna try to get some better quality videos out there. It's baby steps. I tell you, when people are doing tutorials, it is a lot that goes into doing these, especially when you're working with the quality. I didn't realize how much money it takes to get a good video out there until I got into it. So I'm doing the silver. I'll just dust that off, and then I'm gonna put the excess back in my bottle. Make sure we want to save that glitter, because y'all know glitter is not cheap. But yeah, doing videos, it does take a lot of, well, it takes a lot of time. It takes money to get those good quality videos out there. When we see good quality videos, we're thinking, oh my gosh, it's so easy, I can do that. But trust and believe, it's a lot that goes into it. And I guess you can see I did the black, and then I did the silver. Now I'm coming back and I'm doing the gold, and then I'm doing my my yellow portion in there last. But again, I'm gonna go back over that pink once more. Let me dust off that excess glitter. And the lines are, for the most part, they are straight. I mean, they're not, it's not going to be perfect, but like I said, you can use tape, painter's tape, electrical tape, whatever kind of tape that you prefer. And I'm gonna do my last color. Now the ideas for making these are just endless. You don't have to do a pencil theme, but since that's just my niche. I sell a lot of teacher related things in my shop, so that's what I'm doing. But you can do a solid color. You can do, I mean, all the things. You can do everything. Now I just think about, because Stanley name tags are so popular right now, I just think about all the tumblers that I used to make. I kind of want to make like little Stanley name tags, because most, I say with Stanley, not a lot of people may want a completed tumbler, but they want just an extra little something to make it a little special. And this is it. I mean, and these are just make awesome like little stocking stuffer gifts. Also for office, when you have like a little dollar amount, it's still something that's super cute, very giftable. All right, so I'm gonna do my second layer of pink, and I think I may go over black. Well, I'm gonna go over black once more as well. I just want it to be a little bit more fuller and not so translucent. Not so translucent. So maybe I'll go over black once more. Okay, done with the pink. We'll go over black once more, and then we will go to the second step. Okay. Okay, there we go. We got our black on there, and then we just have to do one more layer of that yellow. And then we'll be done with the glittering process. As you can see, it's pretty simple. It's not too much fuss at all. And I think if you're doing a solid color, it'll be even quicker, because this is only taking as long as it is because I have 5 different colors that I'm using. So, and I'm just lightly putting the Mod Podge on there. Okay, and now we're gonna add our second layer of our yellow. Okay, so we have that all done. So our next step in this process will be to use UV resin. Now what you will need to do, however, is when you're after you finish this name tag, you want to let it dry, because you don't want to add UV resin, epoxy, or anything like that over top of wet Mod Podge. It will make a very awful mess. So you don't want that. And also you want it to be completely dry so that it's not, because if you seal it with resin or epoxy and it's wet underneath it, it's just not gonna adhere very well, and you're gonna have a mess on your hands. So for the sake of the video and the tutorial, I have one that was already done. It's already dried, and we're gonna go ahead and put, I use Counterculture UV resin. You can get this at Amazon, but you can use any UV resin that you prefer, whatever works best for you. So then I just put a layer of UV over here, and I'm gonna grab a popsicle stick. Give me a moment. All right, so I got a popsicle stick. I'm just gonna use that to evenly spread the UV over top. Now, definitely I should be using gloves. I forgot to get gloves. So definitely when you are doing this, make sure you have gloves on hand. That's one of those things I forgot when I was making this this YouTube tutorial. I tell you, y'all, there's so much into this. I'm only gonna get better. I am claiming that I'm gonna get better. You can only go up from here because I am just starting out right at the bottom. So it will get better. I think I was just so ready to get you all this tutorial out there because y'all see them on my TikTok all the time. And I just wanted to make sure I get this out for y'all. All right. Okay, so I got that covered pretty well. So now I'm gonna go ahead and, oh my gosh, I hope I got everything. It seemed like my battery was going out, but all right, so I got this evenly covered very well. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in my UV light. I don't know if y'all can see it here. I'll bring it into frame a little bit, and I'm gonna just slide that in there. Now my UV light, I think it's set right now. Mine stays on for at least a good 20 minutes or so. But I'm just gonna kind of watch it. I think you really, I would say a good 90 seconds is pretty good where you can take it out of there. So while I'm doing that, you know what I need to do? Why don't we do this? Because that's the first layer. I'm going to take, this is a word that I cut out of my Cricut, and it says teach on it. So I'm going to go ahead and weed this out while that's curing in the UV light. And it doesn't take much time for it to cure. It cures relatively quick. It's not like a two-part epoxy where it takes longer. UV is usually done within minutes. All right, so we got the word teach on here. All right, I'm gonna check it here. It needs to stay in there a little bit longer. It's needing to cure a little bit. But I'm thinking my next tutorial, after I finish recording this, I'm gonna do hair clips because I have these really super cute hair clips that I want to do a tutorial on. And those are also in my blank shop as well. You can get the blanks for those. So I'm gonna do that, but I think before I do another tutorial, I'm gonna make sure that my my DSLR camera is fully charged, and I have the tripod because I want to definitely make sure that I'm getting y'all the best quality video out there. All right, so that's gonna take a little bit of time. I thought it was gonna be done relatively quickly. Let's see. I think one of my top lights is out, so I'm gonna tilt it to the side inside of here so that it can get that side light and let it cure. My light is called a Melody Susie. So it is a UV light, and the difference between the UV light and the UV LED, this one, it's you know, obviously you plug it up, but it's also has bulbs that you put in and you take out. And I believe my top bulbs are out. So I have bulbs on the side that work very fine. They work perfectly well, but I need to, so that's why I have it tilted to the side so that the UV light can hit it. Let's see. Almost there, y'all. Almost there. It's just you want to make sure that you're it's not tacky. It shouldn't be tacky, sticky, or anything like that. And if it is a little bit tacky, what you can do to finish it off is you can take it outside under the sun and let it cure. any stickiness, even with any resin, any stickiness, if you put it out in the sun, it should definitely take care of that tackiness. Now, what I do like to do is after the first layer, I like to take a little bit of 91% alcohol and just wipe it down good before I add my decal. But that's like with anything, right? Whenever, if you've ever made a tumbler, glitter tumblers, I've always just wiped down the surface just so it's free of any you know, oils, particles, so that your decal adheres to it well, and that's nice and cured. So I'm gonna take a little bit of my transfer tape here and pick up that word teach, and then we're gonna lay it down onto the tag. All right, so now that that's there, we're gonna go ahead and take, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn off my UV light because it's like shining over here, and I don't want it to cure it as I'm pouring out the UV resin. So I just have to turn that off. And here we go. And then I'm gonna spread this over here. And then we're gonna put it in there for the final finish here. And I like to make sure that it's nice and evenly spread across. Now we will have to do some cleanup, but we'll do that after it goes in there. All right, so it's nice, evenly coated. Well, let me just make sure right here. Okay, there we go. It's ready to go in there. We'll go ahead and get that cooking, and then that will finish it up. Okay, so if you have made it this far in the video, what I'm going to do is give away this Stanley name tag. It is a 40-ounce Stanley name tag. What I would like you to do is, in the comments, I would like you to tell me a story of your most memorable teacher. And I will pick a random comment and I will mail you this Stanley name tag. And maybe if you have a little kiddo that can gift it, if you have like a little gift box or gift set that you're giving for your kiddo's teacher, maybe you can include this little Stanley name tag in there. Or if you are a teacher, just say, hey, I'm a teacher, I love your video, the tutorial was helpful, or what have you. I will put your name in the drawing as well so that you can get this Stanley name tag. So that is my little, that's what I'm thinking I might start doing, because I have so many tutorials that I want to do. However, some tutorials I'm going to do, they're, you know, it's going to be just random things, just generic phrases on them. And I think I'm going to start just doing giveaways. So if you make it so far in the video, just know that they're more likely a giveaway is going to be coming up. So this is going here. So the last thing that I'm going to have to do with this is, once it comes out of there, sometimes the resin and glitter can get to the side of your name tag. And I usually like to take an X-Acto knife and I like just to clean it up a little bit. And then I'll also clean inside of the little hole where your straw goes, just to make sure that there's no resin that's just sitting in there. And then we'll peel off the back of it and then package it up, and it will be ready to ship, or ready to gift, you know, to whoever. So I'm gonna go ahead, like I told you, my light bulb is out. So I'm just gonna tilt this to the side a little bit inside of there and let it make sure that it gets all nice and cured, and then we'll get this finished up. So we'll get that going. I think today is such a nice day. I'm in Virginia. I don't know where y'all are at, but it has, I mean, it's been fall. It's fall. It's legit fall. I love it. It doesn't last very long, however. It seems like it goes from hot to cold really quick. We have like maybe just a small little bit of fall in there, and I'm loving it. So I'm thinking I may go to the pumpkin patch sometime this week or weekend for sure to get some pumpkins and put them out before trick-or-treating. And I usually keep pumpkins out through Thanksgiving, and then the day after Thanksgiving, it's full on Christmas in my house. So I don't know about y'all, but I decorate Christmas after Thanksgiving. I'm not one that decorates early. Now I do have down here in my craft studio, I do have a Christmas tree up. However, I only have it up because of photos, because I have to, you know, get my Christmas ornaments and things like that photographed early. So that is the only reason why I have one up in my craft studio. So let's see, is this cured? Okay, I'm gonna keep it in there just a little bit longer, but I think it's just about done. But that's the only reason I have a Christmas tree up. Otherwise, I definitely try to wait until each holiday has had its turn before I jump to the next. But I know it's hard because everyone, especially I have a lot of YouTubers that I watch, and they start decorating early, but the reason they do that is to give us inspiration for what we want to do. So I do appreciate them for that. I do. I know that they are, you know, quickly jumping to the next thing, but they're doing that with purpose. Okay, so I think this is all, yep, it's nice and done. So now, as you can see, there's like little bits of you know, Mod Podge and resin. So I'm just gonna scrape down the sides. Now you can use an X-Acto knife, or you can use a you can use sandpaper too, and just, you know, like just gently give it a nice little sand so it's nice and clean edge. Let's see. And actually, I think I may just sand it just so it can have a nice little smooth edge. I think this is, not sure, it says P320, but I don't know what that P320 is, but I think it's like a 200 grit sandpaper. So that just makes the edges nice and smooth for you. Nice and smooth. And I like to go over it with alcohol once again. And well, actually, let me get inside of the little the straw hole. I forgot about that because I do see some resin stuck in there. So I'm just gonna go inside the little straw hole, just clean that up inside there. Okay, and then I'm gonna take a little bit of alcohol, and alcohol is not gonna I do wipe it clean with alcohol. Now when you apply alcohol to it, it may seem like it's getting sticky, but give it time, it'll go back to being smooth again. You know, it's just like when you're at the nail salon, you know how like they wipe your nail after you get them painted, they're in the UV light and they wipe them down. They usually wipe them down. I know my nail shop does it with alcohol, but they still, over time, it's nice and smooth again. So I'm taking off the backing. And here we have the name tag. There we go. I hope this tutorial was helpful for you all. Let me know what you think about it. And if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll know the next time that I upload a video. And thank you guys so much. Bye.